All you ever want to do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
Stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. Stay woke.
Yeah, hey, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke.
He's heating up!
I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
You are looking rather splendid this evening.
Yeah. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just
I am the danger.
All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony, ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
On anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
Full normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 19 hundo and 18 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and Lislaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustling your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Pimpcast is brought to you, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
And it was arm day today. It was fantastic. It's a beautiful day, hot as a sweaty sack. And we are going to jump right into today's episode. It is Feff. So drop in the comments down below, fam. What does Feff mean to you? And if you don't know what Feff is, check the Scrolly McScrollerson down below. It's where we delete, unfollow, unfriend. We clean out the noise. We take out the fucking trash. It's time to take out some fucking trash today. It is Feff after all. So hit that like button. Make sure that you are ready to go. Drop a comment down below. What'd you smash today? And of course, what does Feff mean to you? And what'd you do today to celebrate Feff? What'd you cut out of your fucking life? How'd you tighten up that circle? And let's get into this fucking nut. Falcon, are you ready? Falcon? Summon the Falcon. Here we go. Not bad to get us started. Thank you, Falcon. Far too kind. Put some respect on it. Attaboy.
USA, greatest country in the world.
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
Boom. Boomy McBoomerson. Boomy McBoomerson. Look at that sexy Feff is at night. Falcon, that's a nice fucking card. That's a nice card. I know, it's so nice. It's beautiful.
Come on,
it's beautiful. Man. Oh, go back to bed, old man. Good Lord. Hashtag Feff for a chance to win today's Swole card. That is a sexy beesh. Let's get into that tip. Are you ready, fam? Time to say just an inch. Yeah.
It's cold outside.
Well, it's not cold outside at all. It's not cold outside at all. All right. If it's your first man cast, drop some cherries in the comments down below. What up, Hunter? Hunter, welcome to the man stream. Here we go. Hey, it's Hunter. Popping cherries. Very nice. You're looking lovely. You're looking lovely.
Looking rather splendid.
Welcome to the fucking fam. Welcome to the Daily Swole fam. Welcome. Make sure you hit that like button. Everyone, drop a comment down below. First time listening live. Feff blocked an idiot on TikTok saying weight loss progress pics are harmful.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, biggest sack of crap I've heard. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Get used to that shit. TikTok is a hot pile of steaming garbage, but we're extracting all the juice. We are just trying to squeeze TikTok dry and make sure that we're using TikTok to see if we can at least scrape some other people that are just maybe on the fringe of believing any of that bullshit. All right, before we get into today's episode, fam, the last night, let me see if I have that. Last night's fucking roundtable. It was over. If you missed it, it was fucking awesome. So this is yesterday, so don't worry. I mean, it's not available yet inside Swole TV because if you missed it live, shame on you. If you fucking missed it,
how dare you?
If you missed it last night, how dare you? But everyone that could show up live, it was fucking lit. So last night at 6 p.m., we rocked for like 2 hours. It was a great round table. We dropped some sack and we went hard. Talk about that is going to be a re-listen. You are going to have to re-listen to that. I might even re-listen to that myself because it's just fire. But I will send out a text whenever it's available. If you missed it, you missed it. But shame on you for missing it. It's all right. I know some of you got work and you had things to do, but don't worry. I will send out a text and I will let you all know when it is up and available so you can catch the replay. But it was fucking fire. It was awesome. And make sure you are ready and hopefully you can make the next one if you couldn't. But hey, we still have another private live stream coming up. You didn't miss out on everything. We got an accountability meeting on Monday. So it is Friday after all. Monday comes quickly. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last
Monday,
night?
August 9th. So the day after tomorrow, we have an accountability meeting, 12 noon Eastern time for members only inside Swole TV. Don't miss out on that. You can learn more about joining our fam over there at swolenormousx.com. We also have a brand new clip available right here on the Daily Swole channel. Is food a good coping mechanism? I say no. I say no. A lot of people disagree because they like their cookies. They like their cookies.
Who told you can eat my cookies?
They like their cookies. People want to eat their shit. People want to eat their foods that they're addicted to. But I don't think it's a good coping mechanism. I think it is a coping mechanism. It's a very common one. Doesn't mean that it's a good one. You need to take care of your shit and get to the root of the problem. And the pizza, the pasta, all the fucking processed shit that you might stuff in your face, the soda, the ice cream, that's not going to solve the problem. You need to get to the root of all that shit. And that's just my take on it. And of course, I've been talking about this every fucking day. I'm going to keep on beating this down your throat. Back to Swole, Monday, August 30th, 12 noon. So the accountability meeting on August 30th that week, we have a major release party. It's going to be off the fucking chain. Don't miss out on that. Monday, August the 30th, 12 noon Eastern time. That being said, let's get right into, let's put the tip in a little bit more. We just kind of put the little fucking tippy in. And now we're going to get into the first Swole fam post. A little bit from Carl. All right, Carl, new member of the fam. Be your own superhero. Let's go. Go to the fucking gym. Hashtag leg day. Hashtag 7 fucking pillars. I think we can all agree. It's time to make some sick fucking gains. Time to make some gains. All right. Ooh, what do we got here? Good morning, fam. Happy Feff. Look at that nice little plate. We got some bacon. We got some eggs. We got some avocado. We got some blueberries. Very nice. That's an example of a good meal. That's an example of a nice plate. You don't need the colors and every color of the rainbow, but those are good foods. That's what your food should look like. It should look like real fucking food. It shouldn't come from a goddamn box. It should look like actual things that you'd find in nature. That's right. It should look like things you're actually going to come across. It should. It should. All right, we got one from one of our mods, John, longtime member of the Swole fam, and he writes, once upon a time, I found waiting annoying, and the longer I had to wait, the more annoying it was. Doctor appointments were the worst. You make an appointment to wait. I always felt my time was valuable and waiting was a waste. But now, waiting is an opportunity to fit in some extra meditation. Extra time on my hands. Everyone's on their phones. Fuck my phone. I meditate anywhere, anytime, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour. At the end of each session, when my name is called or I'm nudged by my wife, I slowly open my eyes, refreshed and grateful. People in public can think what they want. Maybe they're staring. I wouldn't know. I'm getting my brain gains. Fam, be aware of your moments waiting. Embrace them. Take that time to forget your agenda and trade it in for quality breaths and that still cherished darkness behind your eyelids. I promise you, your perception of waiting will change. I say, what? That's fantastic. Absolutely true. Now, I was at the, man, it's fucking hot in here. Man, it's fucking hot in here. Oh, it's so fucking spicy. Man, the sun's hot. I was at the DMV for a couple fucking minutes today. I showed up to the DMV because I had to get a new license because it's been like 10 years. And there was probably 300 people waiting in line, snaking outside the plaza all the way down, like several businesses down. I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that noise. I just left. I left. So I was going to meditate. I was going to listen to a podcast. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not spending all day standing here for that shit. So fuck that noise. Fuck the DMV. I guess everyone after like COVID and stuff, I guess everyone's backed up on their shit. Yeah, no, I'd rather let my license expire for a few days than fucking handle that shit and deal with that noise. All right. Let's see. And that was also another thing we'll talk about. It was just the most disgusting, and look, it was just the most disgusting display of disease I've ever seen. Just everyone was obese, breathing through their fucking masks, just sucking in CO2 the whole time. It was just gross. It was just absolutely disgusting. We can talk about that in a little bit. It was really an abomination of health. Complete the opposite, obviously. Stephanie, guys, I'm struggling and I can't figure it out. My life is good, job secure, relationships are stable. My run times are improving every week, but I feel like I'm walking around with this heaviness in my heart, in my mind and heart that I just can't shake. I have random times throughout the day where I feel like I'm just going to burst into tears for no reason. It's not PMS because this has been going on well over a month now. I went for a run outside today, and between that and the sunshine, I felt momentarily relief, but 20 minutes later, the heaviness was back. I'm having random nightmares too. Lots of rabid raccoons and rabbits. Goddamn. I don't know what to do. I've spent hours digging in my mind trying to find something that's causing this, but I can't find anything. I feel so stuck. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you could be dealing with, and this just sounds like something like depression. I'm no expert. But we talk about sunlight. We talk about proper sleep. I don't know what your sleep is like. That could be that's a huge reason. That could be a huge part of it. Your life is good. What's your nutrition like? Could be certain things with foods. It's probably not causing these massive mood swings, but there's definitely something going on there. And, clinical depression actually does exist. And there's other issues. I'm not trying to diagnose you. I don't want you to label yourself either. But it's not this self-labeling victim mentality. There's like real shit. There's real shit that goes on. And if you do have some type of chemical imbalance, whatever things are causing it, it's something that you can control. It just be like, why do I feel like shit? And you don't know why. So yeah, it sounds like you need some therapy. I would definitely look into that. I would definitely look into someone that you can speak to, that you can unpack some of this, because hopefully the last thing you want to do, really, the last resort should be medication. The last thing you want is medication. But, you want to try to get after this as natural as possible, but sleep, if you're having nightmares and stuff, it could be something around your sleep habits. If you're not sleeping properly, that can definitely lead to mood swings and low mood and a lot of just poor mental health. So if you're having a lot of nightmares, doesn't sound like you are sleeping well, or it could be something you're consuming. It could be like, there are some things out there like mold. I don't know if you have mold in your house that can cause nightmares. There's also issues with certain foods like nightshades, tomatoes, eggplants, white potatoes, things like that can trigger nightmares. So I'm not sure what your nutrition is like, but you can look into therapy first and definitely try to find someone that would, opt for medication as a last resort. But, in terms of dream interpretation, there's really no logic behind dreams. Some people like to place some kind of like, let me analyze dreams. There's really no rhyme or reason behind dreaming. You listen to all the experts, there really isn't. But just some ideas, but we're here for you, and keep us posted. Keep us posted, Steph. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can feff those fucking raccoons, rabid raccoons and rabbits. Who wants a rabid rabbit? God damn. Fuck. Oof. All right. We got some from inside the Swole fam. We got Team Swole crushing it. Christian, good Friday morning. Sweaty leg day done. Go to the fucking gym. And Feff and Christy dropping some Christy sack. Morning fam. It's another fucking leg day. I swear it's leg day 5 days per week. What the fuck is wrong with you, beaches?
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Oh, what's wrong with leg day? What's wrong with leg day, ladies? Well, Christian loves leg day. I can picture Christian just fucking like sweaty, and she's all like glowing, smiling, and Christy's just like taking a picture like, yeah, fucking leg day. I love leg day. Leg day was yesterday. I love leg day. I love every body part. You have to learn to fucking love it. Learn to fucking love it. Leg day is the best. Make the workouts you hate the most, make those your favorite. Fucking leg day. Leg day. Leg day. Don't feff your leg day, fam. Don't feff your leg day. Okay, hashtag Feff in the comments down below. And a reminder to all you beaches, booshes, bustas, hustles, and you all hoes, we have some awesome shit going on shortly. Major promo for my birthday. Tomorrow's Papa Swolio's birthday. Guess how old I'm going to be? I'm going to be an old man. I'm on the back nine. I'm going to be an old man. So tomorrow, starting tomorrow, maybe later tonight, I'll send you out a message. We got a special going on for swolenormousx.com. Big time savings for those of you that are looking to upgrade your memberships or join the Swole fam officially for the first time. We have over 200 yoga classes. We got full programs We got master classes. We got private live streams like the accountability meetings every single week. We had the round table last night, which was fire. We also have the entire recipe archive, the Nutrition Jumpstart. We got the Swollen 7 series. Like I said, we have full training programs, kettlebells, bands, dumbbells, barbells, and we're adding new content all the time. So I'm going to have a lot of special shit going on for my birthday tomorrow, passing the gains on to all of you, whether you want to join the Swole fam or you want to join the Swole fam unlimited and get access to all the content in X. And it's going to be awesome. So for those of you that are already part of the fam, I will be sending out a message. That way, if you're interested in maybe sharing that with friends and family, or you're interested in upgrading your membership, we can help you do that. And those of you that have been eyeing the Swole fam and thinking about getting started and are ready to just fucking pull the trigger on those sick fucking gains. It's time. It's fucking time to do it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And one last announcement, if you didn't know already, Swole fam, if you're a member, you get 20% off your orders at Swolenormous Apparel over at papaswolio.com. That code, that special code for all the Swole fam, that's in your library right there at the top of the page in that yellow banner. For those of you that are listeners of the Papa Swolio show, the Daily Swole, head on over to papaswolio.com and you can use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. But like I mentioned, if you're a member, you get 20% off. So everyone passing the gains on, use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. If you're a member, log into your account right there at the top of the page. You can see your special code for 20% off. So nothing like some Papa Swolio gear. I'm probably going to get some more shit myself. I actually, the most recent thing I got was another Swole fam tank, and I fucking love it. I love the apparel, faster shipping. The quality is so much better. It's delicious. The mugs are awesome. Get your Tessie mug, get your red, white, and swole gear. Papa Swolio 2024. Maybe I'll run. We'll see. I don't want to run. I don't want the job. I don't want to get dementia and everything. Oh God, here we go.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
I already have hairy legs. I don't need to run for office.
I got hairy legs.
We know you have hairy legs, bro. I already got hairy legs. I don't need to run for office. I don't need to be fucked in the ass with corporate interests. All right. I don't need that shit. I don't need it. All right. Also, for everywhere that you can catch the Daily Swole, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Right now, we're actually live on Rumble. Yeah, we got that Rumble games going on. Rumble, we're live on Odyssey. If you go to thedailyswole.com or over at swolenormousx.com, and you click on the main menu, go to podcasts, you can find all the links, all the places where you can listen to the podcast. Wherever you catch podcasts, you can find the Daily Swole. But now you have more places to catch the stream, whether you like to watch on Facebook, whether you like to watch on YouTube, you like to watch on, like I said, Odyssey, Rumble, Twitch, I don't know, wherever, fucking everywhere. All those links are over there, thedailyswole.com. And we'll take some questions. That being said, fucking awesome. I'm ready. So how old, did you guys guess? I think I dropped that question. Did you guys guess how old I was? You guys said I'm a young buck. I think we talked about last night. I mentioned it before. Some of you know already. How old do you think I am? Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. How old do you think I am? Some of you know. All right, you guys know. 27. Nice, Tyler. Nice. Stop fluffing my fucking pillow. Stop fucking fluffing.
Kidding. I was only kidding.
Stop fluffing my pillow. 27. Well, you know, biologically, I'm probably 27, 38. I will be 38 years old. 38 years old. I'm going to have to trim my beard. I'm going to look younger when I get my beard trimmed. Let's see. You haven't aged in 10 years, so I wouldn't know. John, I think Papa Swolio's actual biological age makes him younger than people born 20 years before him trashing themselves. So true. I mean, some young kids 8, 9, 10 years old are diabetics already. Teenagers are diabetics, some 20-year-olds. We got an article today that will not really shock you, but it's another reason why we talk about what we talk about, why we talk about it, how we talk about it. Take care of yourself. Remember, the chronological age, most of you in the Swole fam, some of you are a lot older, you will wind back your clock. You start getting better sleep. You stop sucking down inflammatory foods. You start meditating. You get more sun. You start just taking care of your body, working on mobility, practicing yoga. You will change your life. You will wind back the clock, no doubt about it. No question about it. You will improve your life and you will increase your longevity. It's just biological age versus chronological age. And I was seeing some people posting, I forget where it was. I think it was some TikTok video and someone was talking about their age. Someone was doing a joke like he was in his 30s and he was pretending to wave goodbye to his 20s. And like he was, it would cut and he was walking away and it said 20, my 20-year-old, my 20s. And he was like, da-da-da, walking away. And then he turned and then his 40s were looking at him laughing. I'm sitting here thinking I'm 38 and I feel fucking amazing because I'm not my age. I'm not the average 38-year-old. That's for sure. A lot of people like, I'm going to be fucking 2 years. I'm going to be 40. Yeah. I'm going to be fucking even bigger. I'm going to be fucking yoked. I'm going to be doing the same shit in 2 years. The same shit that I was doing 5 years ago. I'm in better shape. And for as much effort as I put into my health, I am literally in better shape. I'm not even fucking joking. I am in better shape now than when I started Swolenormous. I'm in better shape now than I was 10 years ago. Legit, I'm in the best shape of my life in terms of mobility, in terms of being pain-free, in terms of my health, in terms of my clarity. I'm just in the best shape of my life personally after all those years of, training and bulking and I don't know, all the lifting I've done. I just have the most versatility. I feel the best psychologically. I'm just at the best point in my life. So it's never too young. It's never too young. It's never too old. That's for damn sure. It's never too old. That's what I really mean. It could be too young. You really don't want to put a lot of progressive overload on a fetus. You know what I'm saying? All right. Robert Lee, what's your take on trap bar deadlifts compared to conventional deadlifts? My take, they're different. Trap bar deadlifts are going to allow you to bring the center of gravity or the center point of the center of gravity further back. So it's going to allow you to stay more upright. It's a neutral position. So it's less pressure on your lower back. So if you have any kind of mobility issues, I think that's generally better in my opinion for people with long legs. That way you don't put too much pressure on your lower back. If you have mobility limitations, either one aren't good, but a lot of people don't understand that you can raise the bar up. So if you put plates or blocks under the weights, you don't have to necessarily pull from the standard position. So make sure you're pulling from an advantageous position. If you can't do it from the ground, so to speak, with a 45-pound, that kind of circumference, then you need to work on your ankle mobility. You need to work on your thoracic mobility, your hip mobility. And if you have a limb length, like short arms, long legs, it's going to be very hard for you to keep pressure off your lower back and have good form. So a trap bar can definitely be a good option. So I like those too. I kind of mix it up. If you're doing a conventional deadlift and you do like one hand over, close grip, for example, just make sure you rotate back and forth. But it's just a very standardized lift. So for example, why do people love deadlifts so much? It's a very functional exercise. You're lifting stuff off the ground. Is it the most realistic position how you would lift something off the ground? Not necessarily. In my opinion, that would really be more something like strongman where you're lifting an Atlas stone. You're trying to get down and get underneath it. So you could do tire lifts and things like a tire flips or something like that. That's actually probably a little bit more realistic. You're getting under something, not lifting something completely balanced. But understand that deadlifts are a standardized lift for competitions, just like an SAT. And you know how well SAT scores are in terms of your intelligence, not really that accurate. Okay, just because you can pass a standardized test doesn't mean you know what the fuck you're doing in life, doesn't mean you're really that intelligent, just means you're good at passing that type of test. So you don't have to do a conventional deadlift. That's just more, a lot of people use that more of an ego lift, and it's a great lift, but it's not necessarily for everyone, is my point. There's many different ways to do a deadlift. As long as you're able to pull something up off the ground, that's just a very functional movement for a human being. And how heavy you have to go with that is up for debate. I think people try to keep on going heavier and heavier and heavier. It's just limited returns after a while. Whether or not if you lift 300-400 pounds for a deadlift, do you have to get to 5 plates? Is that going to make you a better person? Is that going to give you a better physique? Not necessarily. So there's a point of diminishing returns and where the risk just outweighs the reward for deadlifts, but it's a very great lift and I would opt for whichever one you like the best. I think it's great to be good at both. For example, if you could do a conventional deadlift properly, hex bar deadlift is like cake. So, I would mix it up a little bit. Let's see here. Tyler, not really a question, but I went deep into your old videos and saw some workout videos. I decided to use them for my workouts. And also, are those workouts the same now and effective? I have no idea what you're looking at. I mean, the way I train now is not the way I used to train. Do you mean on like public channels? Bro, I have no idea what you're looking at. You know how many videos I've done? Aside from almost 2,000 episodes of the Daily Swole, like probably 5 to 10,000 videos. So I don't remember what you're looking at. I haven't posted workout content in years. So yeah, I mean, those are probably just standard type bodybuilding type workouts in the gym. Like those are great. I train differently than I did then, but not too much differently. I train much better now than I did then, always learning. So yeah, I mean, try them. They got me. Those are workouts that helped me get to where I am today. So they're still good. I wouldn't post them if they weren't legit. You know, I might even look back at some of my older videos and be like, oh, I do this a little bit differently. I would have done this exercise, but yeah, it's just the consistency. There's just one workout in a bucket of thousands that I've done. So I always like to make little adjustments along the way. Christopher, Papa Swolio, you've probably answered this before, but what's your carb consumption like? Do you keep carbs to a minimum? In general, I do. My carb sources are, last couple nights, I've had like a small sweet potato. During the day, I'll have fruit. I love frozen fruit. I keep frozen fruit here. So frozen mangoes, frozen strawberries. I love raw honey. I have like the honey with the honeycomb in it. I love that shit. So I don't restrict myself for honey. Organic dates are great too. So I opt for those types of things. I opt for fruit, honey, dates, things of that nature for carbs. And then on occasion, I'll have some sweet potatoes. When I feel like I need some carbs, just in the mood for it, I'll have some sweet potatoes. And then aside from that, I really don't. I kind of dabble once in a while with white rice, but I've always felt this way for a long time. Just white rice feels like I'm eating something that doesn't, it's more neutral, maybe slightly negative. It's neutral with a slight negative. I just don't, when I eat rice, I feel more bloated than I do with a sweet potato. I don't feel, not bloated, like, oh my God, my stomach, but I just don't feel like I ate some white rice, I'm feeling a crush. I would just prefer a sweet potato. So white rice is generally something of more of a filler. I just don't feel the benefit. I don't feel great with it. I feel much better with fruit, raw honey, dates, or sweet potatoes. So those are my go-tos. And yeah, I'll have some carbs around my workout. So I'll have a couple, some tablespoons, or, maybe sometimes I'll eat some more honey than others. And then for dinner, I'll just be eating steak and beef tallow, and maybe sometimes a little bit of sauerkraut, but too much, and you can definitely get gassy with that. But some fermented foods once in a while, if I'm in the mood for it. Good question. All right, Hunter, what's up? What up, Beesh? Papa Swolio, what's the best way to deal with negativity when being public about weight loss? I've gotten a lot on Instagram and the talk from pretty much every angle, even though I only talk about myself. One, fucking ignore it. People that are negative in the comments, it's really more about them than it is about you. Especially if you are posting shit with the right intent, if you know why you're posting it, if you know who you are and what you're doing and why you're doing it, it doesn't matter what people say, right? Look at my videos. Look at any of my videos on TikTok. Go on the Daily Swole TikTok or the Papa Swolio TikTok and just go look at the comments. Number one, I don't look at them all the time, if ever. Sometimes I engage because it's good for growth. And plus I like to engage with the audience and stuff. A lot of them is just trolls or bot accounts. And sometimes when I look at my recent activity, I'll see a comment, and I'll click on and I'll answer with something snarky, or someone asks a good question, I'll respond, but there's no way I can respond to all of them. There's a ton of negativity. I tell people to say fuck your cheat meals. People get butt hurt. People get butt hurt when you try to take away their fucking cookies. You try to take away
Who told you keep my
You try to take away people's cookies. Papa Swolio's so mean. He told me to stop eating cookies. It's like, fuck you and your cheat meals. But The Rock has cheat meals. Oh, The Rock has cheat meals. I don't give a fuck what that sellout does. I don't give a shit what The Rock does. You think I give a fuck what that dude does? I don't care what anyone else does. But, okay. You doing stuff just so you can appeal appease other people's sensitivities or what they think of you. Do shit that's right for you. If you want to have it, then fucking eat it. Anyway, that being said, you know, you fucking eat. Go look at, like, for example, The Rock. Go look back at some of his old WWE stuff before he started saucing out of his mind. He was like a fat little chunker. Yeah, it was like fucking pudgy as shit. He wasn't ripped. He's just saucing. When you're taking anabolics, you can, quote, get away with eating a lot of that shit. Just because you might look muscular and have veins doesn't mean that you're a healthy person. It does not. Right? You know, all that stuff where he talks about he barely sleeps. He's up at 3 or 4 a.m. Like, yeah, that kind of shit can wear on you big time. You don't know what you don't know what his life is like. You just know what you see. You don't know. So anyway, the best way to deal with negativity is tell him to fuck off. It's Feff, bro. It's fucking Feff. It's Feff after all. It is fucking Friday. So you're getting like fat acceptance. You're getting fat acceptance stuff. You know, your before and after pictures are fat phobic. Ignore it. Ignore it. You get it from pretty much every angle, man. I don't see how you could possibly be getting it more than I do. But when you're taking care of yourself and you are losing weight, building muscle, if you have ideas that are out of the ordinary that offend people's sensitivities or scare them and force them to look a little bit more at their own life, they get defensive. And when it comes to weight loss, you're showing them, hey, look, I can do it. You're really showing them that they could do it too. Why aren't they doing it? And they take offense to it. Why are you promoting diet culture? Or why are you fat phobic? Why? Because you're taking care of your health, because you don't want to die from a preventable disease like diabetes, Alzheimer's, cancer. It really just shines a light on them. It forces them to look in the mirror. And it scares the fuck out of them. So they react with that fear and they turn into anger and they project it at you. You get that from family and friends. That's where it's the hardest, when it's family or friends. A lot of people have a tough time dealing with that because you value those people's opinions and they know you. And most of those people that are in your life, that if they have a bad attitude, that shit can cut deep because they know exactly what to say. And, you know, family is really the people that you keep around you. It's not just your blood. Let's see. What up, Nate? Nathan, this is more like a Papa Swolio opinion. Well, I mean, isn't this all? The Daily Swole is pretty much Papa Swolio opinion. Let's see. Someone posted a post about vegans feeding their cats and dogs a vegan diet, which is obviously bad, but I wanted to give you something to rage on since you're a dog lover and love those vegan militant vegans. Yeah.
So crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Yeah, that's animal abuse. If you're feeding your dog or cat vegan, your PETA should be up your fucking ass. You should be arrested or reprimanded, whatever the law is for animal abuse. That's cruelty. You're killing your animals. It's fucking awful. Dogs and cats are carnivores. They should be eating at least mostly meat. You know, I give Papa Swolio, she likes fruit and she likes, you know, things that they would forage for. Same thing, hunting, gathering. You know, you have a dog. Dogs came from wolves, and wolves or domesticated dogs and hunting dogs would be out there with their owners or hunting, killing an animal. You would eat the organs and stuff. You would throw the lean meats and the bones and stuff to the dogs and they would eat it. Yeah, fruit. I give her little sweet potatoes too. Grass-fed beef, put in some organ meats. I give her a couple pills, trachea, some collagen, bone marrow and stuff. And then she has... Papa Swolio eats better than 99% of humans on Earth. John, what house equipment do you recommend for doing some nice reverse curls with my forearms? Straight bar. You can do them with a band, but straight bar or one of those easy curl bars. You can get a short barbell or you can get a short easy curl bar. I did them today with the barbell. Today I did them with like the full barbell, but you know, that's because I was doing barbell curls, but reverse curls are great. Love them. So, I mean, you could do reverse curls with dumbbells. So it really depends on how much money you have to spend on it, what your space is like. Because some people don't have the space for a Olympic barbell. So they have 5-foot barbells too. They have shorter barbells as well. You could do Zotman curls with dumbbells. You can curl up, you know, down, curl up, palms down. It's a great way to do it. What's up, Hunter? Again. Hunter again. Papa Swolio, what should I look for when finding a gym to join? So far, I've just been doing bodyweight stuff and using dumbbells in the garage. I mean, when it comes to a gym, go somewhere where you feel comfortable. If you have options and different choices to make, man, go where you have the best vibe. I would recommend going where one has free weights, where you have places to deadlift, a bar, like a squat rack at least. You know, it's always great when a gym has multiple, because if someone's, you know, bogarting the fucking squat rack, it's awful. I used to go to a gym where there was one squat rack, so I would really cut my warm-up short if I would get there. I usually like to do a certain whole warm-up routine. I would just run to the squat rack and then warm up in there and try to rush it, which is never good. You never want to rush a warm-up. But any good gym should have 2 to 3 squat racks and such. So I would make sure that your gym at least allows you to drop the weights or tap the weights with some fervor if you're lifting heavy. And even better if it has weightlifting platforms, allows chalk if it's more of a powerlifting or garage type gym, not necessarily a CrossFit, but even CrossFit gyms. I don't know if they all have benches. Every CrossFit or box, whatever you want to call it, is different. But some of those CrossFit gyms, you don't have to go in and do the CrossFit classes. A lot of times they would have open gym. So you can have it. They're more expensive, of course. They really gouge for that. But you can have an open gym time where you can just go in and do anything you want. You don't have to do one of their classes. So it depends on what you have access to and how much you're looking to spend monthly and such. But I would look for a gym that you just feel good in. You have a good vibe, fucking go there. There's nothing wrong with the Planet Fitness either. I just can't stand the mentality and the color scheme, and I don't know. I feel like they do that to scare off anyone who likes to lift. But it's an inexpensive gym, so if that's all you have in your area, then fucking use it. Maddie, Papa Swolio, how much? Ooh, good question. Does how much you sweat determine how hard your workout is? No, I don't sweat much. I get sticky and damp. That's what she said. Ha ha. Oh. Let's see. I don't sweat profusely no matter how hard I push myself. Yeah, Mama Swolio doesn't sweat easily. Yeah, until she stepped in the sauna when I jacked that shit up to like 200. So yeah, you'll get more efficient at sweating. Some people, you're always sweating. Your body's always regulating temperature. Some people have either more or more hyperactive sweat glands than others. Like I sweat really easily. But you know, it's not necessarily a marker of how good your workout is. How hard your workout is, it's really going to be a marker of your body regulating temperature. Like everyone's going to sweat at a certain level, a certain point. I generally believe that sweating easily or sweating often, it can be a sign of good health. It could also be a sign of, you know, if you're morbidly obese, you walk up a flight of stairs and you're sweating profusely, that's your body trying to cool itself off. So your body uses evaporation and convection to release body heat. So make sure you're also getting enough electrolytes and such. I mean, do you mean just like by lifting weights, you don't sweat much? So it really depends. You don't have to be drenched in sweat. A lot of times you'll be drenched in sweat if you're doing a lot of cardio or circuit type training. But if you're doing more strength training, in my opinion, generally, unless you're in a hot environment, you shouldn't be training to drip in sweat. You shouldn't be training to be like drenched. That's not necessarily, you know, you're not lifting for cardio, you're lifting for strength. So if you're at a gym and the AC's jacked down to like 65 degrees, you might not sweat that much. You might not perceive to be sweating much. You're still sweating. You're just sweating in the sweat in your body's cooling itself much more efficiently because the air is so cold. But for me outside, I'm training in the 90 degrees, whatever, in the summer here in Florida in the fucking sun. So I'm just drenched. So it's just your body cooling itself off. Just make sure if you're sweating, you're replenishing. And a lot of people just drink tons and tons and tons of water. And we got a question, how much water should I be drinking? Yeah, and honestly, I don't think you should be drinking 2, 3. You shouldn't be drinking tons and tons and tons of water. You don't need ridiculous amounts of water. What you need is electrolytes. You need hydration. So make sure that you are getting in your electrolytes, getting in your potassium, magnesium. You know, that's why I like to put some Celtic sea salt and such like that in my water. That way you're actually getting in what your body needs, because you need a balance of those electrolytes and those minerals in addition to the hydration, because you can definitely drink too much water and have an imbalance there. frozen strawberries and a glass of Pinot Noir. Oh, be careful. Don't drink that at night. It's going to negatively affect your sleep. No one likes to hear that. But by the way, I don't know if any of you caught that other podcast. Remember, we always talk about sleep, and we've been talking about the book, Why We Sleep by Matt Walker. He was on the Andrew Huberman podcast. So if you have 3 hours and you want to really bang your mind hole about sleep, that's a great place. In addition to his book. His book's a monster. It's a great book, but that's a great podcast. So check that one out too. What's up, May? How are we doing? Papa Swolio, what would you recommend for a pre-workout? For a longer workout, I have noticed that if I don't eat anything before my morning workout, I get worn out after about an hour. Well, it depends on why you're getting worn out. That could be your nutrition from the day before. Could be hydration. Could be your sleep as well. Could be what you're doing for the activity. Could be your breathing. You might want to have you could have a tablespoon of raw honey or something before you work out. Might be enough of a boost. In terms of a pre-workout, there are some, what do you mean by worn out? Just tired? Because if you just have a little bit of caffeine, you have a cup of black coffee, that'll power you through, no problem. If you're not getting good sleep, that's only going to go so far. So when it comes to pre-workouts, the reason most people associate here's the thing. Most people associate a pre-workout with caffeine. So I just say black coffee. That's what I do. I've been doing iced coffee. I've been really loving iced coffee. So I make it in the French press, and then I fill up a glass completely to the top and overflowing with ice. And I pour, coffee about half to 3/4, and I love it. So it's refreshing. Plus I'm getting some more hydration because it's diluting it a little bit with the ice. And plus it's colder because it's hot as fuck outside. So I don't want hot coffee. The last thing I want is hot coffee when it's so hot outside. So I kind of like that balance. And I've been noticing I just feel better because of the extra ice and the water and the dilution a little bit. But it's really good until it starts melting and then it tastes more watered down. But the cold I've been really enjoying. It depends so you're talking about the actual ingredients in the pre-workout. Just got to be careful because a lot of those things that you'll buy will have a lot of fillers and stabilizers and sweeteners in them. But you can get unflavored pre-workouts, and a lot of the main source or the main ingredients you can add on your own. So you can get the individual things like beta-alanine or citrulline malate. Some people use beetroot and things like that have been, claimed to improve, oxidative capacity and endurance. So like beta-alanine, I think it was buffering lactic acid, citrulline malate, beneficial, and agmatine and things like that are precursors for nitric oxide production. So you can get some of these pre-workouts that are unflavored, but whether or not they actually have the efficacy, whether or not they actually have enough of the raw ingredient, that's where a lot of these pre-workouts fail. So if you want something that's going to be flavored and have tons of caffeine, I just don't like powdered and anhydrous caffeine. I like just the black coffee that usually just does it for me. And then if you want to get something unflavored with those raw ingredients, with those active ingredients, rather than getting all the extra sucralose and aspartame and who knows what the fuck they'll also put in. So you can make your own as well. So I think we have a couple things, a couple options that are, depends on how you react with stevia. There are some unflavored pre-workouts, but I do like stimulant-free unflavored pre-workouts. So I'll look online and look in the Amazon store and see if there's a couple other ones I can add as maybe good options. But again, it's hard to tell what else you're getting in there. Are you getting some heavy metals? Are you getting the exact amounts that it says that they're putting in? That's why it's also beneficial to get a micro scale, and then you can actually buy in bulk citrulline malate or beta-alanine or agmatine or whatever the heck it is, and then mix it yourself in water, and it's going to taste like absolute asshole. But at least you're getting what you're getting if you are actually purchasing a quality raw ingredient. But there are companies out there that just make the raw ingredients, just have to mix it yourself. So the problem is when they do a study and we'll put this element in, let's say citrulline malate. Studies are done with 6 to 8 grams, for example. Then you buy a pre-workout citrulline malate and it has 2 grams. Well, you're not giving the actual dose that is actually tested, of which you are claiming the efficacy from. So you're referencing a source that it's going to do A, B, and C, but you're not even putting in the amount that was used during that test. And in a lot of ways, it's probably more placebo, and it's more of the stimulant that you're actually reacting to. And this is why a lot of times these pre-workouts change or put out a new version or put out a new and improved formula. It's because these things aren't approved. These things aren't really tested. And oftentimes they'll put out a new formula. That way it restarts that period with the FDA or with these government agencies and these testing agencies. So they kind of restart the clock and are able to perpetuate this kind of addiction, right? They put in extra, they put in maybe inhumane amounts of certain ingredients, and then you take it, whoa, I was fucking jacked up. And then after a while, it stops working so much because you adapt to the caffeine, you adapt to the stimulant. I'm not a fan of all those new things that they'll come out with in terms of stimulants. I used to take a lot of that shit, and trust me, some of that stuff was literally like fucking crystal meth. It was literally like crack or something. Some of that shit is off the charts. Used to be. I'm sure they're still doing stuff now, but they'll just add another compound, and then technically it's not illegal, and they'll add that. And seriously, like, just drink some coffee. Just say drink some fucking coffee. Nick, what the fuck? Literally his name. Papa Swolio, anybody else get fucking annoyed when somebody with zero background in fitness and health gives unsolicited advice? My in-laws always try to give me bullshit advice about my health. Yeah, a good idea or a good barometer is don't take nutrition advice from someone fatter than you. If someone's less healthy and just their life is a fucking mess, it's like, hey, I've had 10 businesses fail and I'm broke. Here's financial advice. Don't take advice from that person. That's why you need to surround yourself with a better community. It is fucking Feff after all. It is Feff after all. That's why you have mentors and people that have results. And that's why you all are here watching or listening to the show. It's because I literally preach what I practice. I'm just sharing with you my experience with thousands and thousands of clients, of course, thousands of members here in the Swole fam, but it's just what I do. And you're all going to have your own little nuances and tweaks and individual approaches to your nutrition. Some of you are going to eat broccoli, even though I don't. It's like, look, you do what's right for you. That's what this is all about. So obviously you get the message and you know why I say what I say and how I say it. It's like fucking eat a steak, go to the fucking gym. Even the vegans are like, yeah, it's because the attitude. It's like you're fucking focusing on the shit that's going to be, you're put the blinders on. You just can't care about what anyone else thinks. You have to individualize your nutrition, individualize your training, and test things yourself. You have to be an independent person. And a lot of people are just looking for an answer out there. They're just looking for someone to tell them what to do. Test, try. Hey, Papa Swolio, what do you think about this kind of exercise? I might be like, sure, I do that sometimes. Like, try it. You're going to find certain angles and certain positions that, whoa, I got a sick pump and I'm starting to develop my muscle in a different way that I never could before. Guess what? You have different origins and you have different muscle belly lengths than I do. You have different insertion points than I do. Your physique and your weak points are going to be different than my weak points. So we have a lot of things in common, but not everything's going to be exactly the same. Not every type of protocol and training protocol that works for me will work exactly for you. Tyler, what's your take on sushi, and does the certain sushi matter, and what should be avoided when it comes to sushi? I'm sure in terms of like technicalities, it probably should be avoided. I do eat sushi. So if we want to make any kind of like discussion about like, hey, Papa Swolio, do you have any cheat meals? That's the only thing that I can really think of. I don't really call it a cheat meal. It's just something I only have on occasion. So usually want to opt for, wild caught fish and, the mercury levels and X, Y, and Z, but it's like, I'm quite certain that the fish that I'm getting is probably not, who knows? Who knows? We go to a good place. I've always felt great after. I don't feel any kind of issues. The only time I've ever felt issues with any kind of sushi, even the place that we go to that's around here, was when I was dipping, having a little bit of like soy sauce in the past. Like I've been told you for a long time, I've been doing just the Celtic sea salt or wasabi, which is soy. So any kind of that sometimes would give me a headache. So I stopped doing that and now I don't have any problems. So once in a while I have sushi. It's not the cheapest food, but nothing. I usually have that with a steak. So when we get sushi, I actually have a cold steak that I cooked in advance. So I'll actually chop that up. So I'll have sushi and I'll have my ribeye. So it's kind of like a whole dish, because if I just eat the sushi or the sashimi, I'll have 2, 3, or 4 platters of that. It'll cost a fortune. I'll just feel like, okay, I ate food. I consume things, but I'll still be kind of hungry. I'll still feel like I didn't really get my nutrition in. So if I mix that with steak, I'm usually great. But yeah, certain types of fish are going to be higher quality than others. So it's really the matter of people going and getting sushi and thinking just dunking everything in soy sauce and wasabi and eating all the fried sushi. And then you're getting all the same kind of shit that you would normally be avoiding. So it can be clean, but then if you're frying it and doing all the other stuff, then yeah. All right. I might miss some questions. I realize I'm a little bit behind on the chat. So I might miss a couple questions. We got some balls deep to get into. We're already at an hour, so let's keep it going. I don't want to. I'm already overheating already. I'm already heating. I'm already getting hot. I'm already getting.
He's
hot
on fire.
Isn't it? I thought wasabi was soy. Maybe I misspoke. But yeah, ew, that's gross. It's not even real wasabi. It's horseradish dyed green. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I agree, Aaron. If you need to dunk that sushi, you need to find a better sushi joint. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of that's going to be, if you have just the fish, you're better off. You're better off. But I've never been a fan of, look, it's good, right? It's good. Yeah, I meant the, was it edamame or something? The other beans, I forget. No, I meant the soy sauce, but I never knew it was dyed horseradish. That's fucking gross. But when you think about the fried foods, look, fried. This is where a lot of people, when you talk about negativity or people that don't agree and that you have to cut out, it's just these foods taste good to a lot of people, right? Fried foods, like, oh, it tastes good. Yeah, we know. But when it's made with literally leftover food. Now, fried chicken hasn't been around for thousands of years. These are all just leftover, like industrial seed oils. It's literally just extra leftover trash. So of course it tastes good, but understand why it might hit the same taste profile. It might trigger some positive response, but a dopamine release, but it doesn't mean that it's good for you. So just because it tastes good, and that's where people really get butthurt about cheat meals or about these foods, is that they associate anything that tastes good as, oh, that's something I should have. Right? It's something I should have. Oh, it's really good. I should eat that. If it tastes good, doesn't mean that it is good. Doesn't mean that it is good. Swiping on TikTok for 5 hours might feel good, but then oh my God, it's not good for you. So just because it tastes good, understand why it tastes good. It's because it's cheap, oftentimes. It's because it's designed that way. It's been marketed that way. Doesn't mean it's good for your body. Doesn't mean it's good for your body.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
All right. Yeah, just because it's edible, right? Don't put dirty, bleeding AIDS dicks covered in COVID into your mouth. We don't want that shit. It's gross.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Look, understand that when you go into the supermarket, you go into these places, oh, but it tastes so good. No shit. No shit. For decades and decades, these companies have figured out how to make food that you like the best, that tastes the best to people, that is the cheapest to make. Literally, it's made with just leftover fucking oils and stuff. They found a purpose for the leftover sludge. And they realized, wow, we can create food with this that people will eat. And that's why they make a sick profit. That's why you can buy these junk foods for fucking a couple bucks. It's because they're still making $1,000 profit on the volume and the low quality ingredients. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing, Fred. Fred says, if it's good for you, it doesn't mean it tastes bad. My meals are amazing. I know. Well, what do you eat all the time? You can't. So people will say in the comments, well, I don't know, they call me a food Nazi or, dude, live a little bit, you you only live once, or what if you want to eat a good meal? What if you want to enjoy your food? People, it just goes to show how brainwashed people are to thinking that because I say I eat, if you want to talk about eating clean, what do people normally think about eating clean? I guess I bet every single person on TikTok, that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying eat a fucking steak and go to the fucking gym. So I bet most people think when I say that I'm eating, fuck your cheat meals, they think that I'm eating chicken and rice with no seasonings or something. Chicken and broccoli and white rice every day. I'll see people in the comments, you just can't have chicken and broccoli every fucking day. I'm like, ew. Fuck no, I don't want to have chicken and broccoli. I never eat broccoli and I don't like chicken that much. It's just like people's idea of what is real food. I cook a grass-fed ribeye just soaking in beef tallow, and it is absolutely the most mouth-watering, delicious fucking shit. That's what I want. You cannot show me something that's better than that. That's going to taste better and make me feel better. So I think people just have this mindset that it's chicken and broccoli and rice and just eating the same boring shit all the time, or I'm just fucking eating salads or something. No, I'm probably going to have some bacon. Maybe I'll have a few like scrambled whole eggs and I'll put some salt all over it. Maybe I'll have an avocado, might have a little bit of sauerkraut, have a nice steak. Okay. Tell me what else. That's what I want to have. Why wouldn't I want to have that? If I can have that, why wouldn't I want to have it? Yeah, Kevin, anytime you're changing your diet, it's normal to have change in bowel movements. If you all of a sudden go more carnivore, for example, people will, oftentimes have like diarrhea for a little bit just because your body's shifting over to the actual mechanisms to that. You'd have to go back into some other podcasts, but yeah, it's definitely your body's metabolism. It's your gut biome as well, and your exposure to just different macronutrients in different quantities. Your body's got to shift over. It's like going from anything. You go from eating quality foods like red meat and stuff, you go raw vegan, all of a sudden it's going to fucking bloat you and make you feel like shit for a while. If it ever makes you feel good, which it probably won't. But yeah, it's definitely normal to have a shift in, when you're transitioning food, like macros and also nutrient dense foods. But people ask me like, do you need fiber to poop? Bullshit. I have great motility. I have no problems pooping. I feel fantastic. But yeah, you have a little transition period because all of a sudden you go from eating a lot of carbohydrates usually, and then you're cutting that out. Your body is going through a whole energy. God, I just my brain. I'm fucking brain fart. A whole energy source shift. And of course, with like more fats and more saturated fats, but your body just has a transition to it. So it might take a few days or a week or two. My bloating, my water retention, like I feel great. I just have no need to, I don't have to worry about cutting. I'm just lean all the time. I really am just lean all the time and I feel fantastic. And I just don't feel the need for any types of carbohydrates or very minimal. Like I said, I have fruit. I don't restrict myself from fruit or raw honey. I just don't need tons of starchy carbohydrates. I don't want bread. I don't want pasta. Like I don't want it. Even if I think about it, I'll just be like, no, seriously, I'm just thinking, why? Why would I want to just eat like a dry piece of that fucking bread? Like, why would I do that? What am I getting from that? Why am I going to eat seeds and shit? No, give me a steak. Give me some protein. Give me some fucking fat. And most people don't understand when you talk like that because they have never actually eaten really healthy. When I say really healthy, they've never eaten for their evolution body, their evolutionary body. They've never eaten for a human being. They've always followed the food pyramid, or they followed the fast food, or they just followed the macro bullshit. And they're sucking down protein bars and shakes all the time. Trust me, I know. You know how I know? Because I used to do that shit too. Why do you think I talk with such confidence? Why do you think I talk with such passion about it? Why do you think I drop the sack all the time on it? Because I know I used to fucking do it. I've been there. I've done it. I have perspective. And it's a fucking scam. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Can you actually taste the difference between a grain-fed and grass? I mean, I'm assuming I don't know. Yes, in my experience, yes, it usually tastes bland. Grain fed usually tastes bland, but when it comes to like, I'm not comparing now. So I haven't had a grain fed steak in so long, but it's usually probably going to come down to how it's prepared. I'm sure if you prepare them exactly the same way, you might not notice. Depends on how you prepare it. Not all steak is exactly the same. So, but in general, in terms of like nutrition, in terms of like how I feel night and day, for sure. For what I remember, hell yes. I just haven't recently done that comparison, but I remember it was just bland tasting. All of a sudden, to grass-fed steak, it just fucking, the flavor was unreal. So for I remember, but I haven't tested it recently. But I'm not interested in doing so. Is plant food more detrimental than positive? I read or hear carnies crap on fruits and veggies. I'm not a fan of like full-blown carnivore. I think your nutrition should be heavily focused on animal source foods like eggs, grass-fed beef, tallow, even you go with things like chicken and fish and stuff like that. Depends on, I red meat is just like my go-to, hands down. So one of the fundamental issues, and one of the, if you go to like first principles and you go to just the concept of evolution and how we've evolved on this earth, plants just fundamentally have evolved, and plants have been around for hundreds of millions of years before humans. So plants have defense chemicals, and plants have babies, plants grow, plants want to live. So they have these defense chemicals and defense properties, but their defense mechanisms are chemical. So if you went out in nature and you just ate some plants, like you get super sick and you might even die. But if you eat animal foods, you go out and kill an animal, you're going to be totally fine. Because an animal's defense mechanism just fundamentally are claws, teeth, and you get past the claws and teeth and like you can eat the animal. A plant can't move. So plants have just evolved to protect themselves via other methods with like spikes or poisons and toxins. And the plants and the things that we're eating today are not the things you'll find in nature. These are things that have been cultivated since humans started settling and, growing grain and growing larger populations, because we're naturally hunters and gatherers. But once you stop and sit in one place, guess what? You eat all the animals. You have to actually cultivate and have cattle and such like that. You're growing grains and you're growing crops because you're in one location. So, there's a lot of reasons for that. And I'm not an expert on evolution. I'm not an expert on the agriculture, but it's just, you don't have to be an expert to see the obvious contrast between how we've evolved and what we're doing now. And even more so in the last 100 years, for example. So now it's even worse. Like, we've never been exposed to seed oils in these concentrations and all the processed carbohydrates. And you can see that. This is why 90% of the population, I always say 90 to 95, are metabolically unhealthy, but you already know that 45%, almost 50% of the population is obese. I bet it is already. That's just whatever statistic that they have. Like, give me a fucking break. 50% of the population is obese. Over 75% are overweight or obese. Not to mention all the other ones that smoke, drink alcohol, don't get enough sleep, don't meditate. Like, that's what, 95%? So people are just dropping dead left and right. And why do you think? Why do you think that with vaccinations or whatever the fuck it is, why do you think people are getting so sick? Even with like a 99.9% survival rate, you have so many people that catch it that are having outcomes. There was this article in, I guess, I forget where it was. It was CNN or Daily Mail, something like that. It was just mainstream Fox. I forget where it was, but it was sad, right? There was this guy, this is more propaganda, right? They're trying to, keep on pushing injections into people as if that's going to cure your diabetes, it's like changing your hashtags. Why change your habits when you can change your hashtag? Okay. So changing your hashtag doesn't take away your diabetes. Neither does an injection. All right. Neither does a vaccine. So they have this guy on life support, like, breathing, like, I just want to spread the information and help as many people as possible. I wish I got the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. Everyone should get it. And it's like, all right. I mean, that's very performative. I'm not saying that I don't want anything bad for this guy. He has like 6 kids or something like that. And you see a picture and this guy is morbidly obese. They showed a picture of him and his family. His wife was obese and he was morbidly obese. It's like, dude, like, seriously. I don't want you to be sick, but fuck. The mainstream media is making it out to be like, oh my God, everyone needs to run out. This guy was literally going to drop dead from a heart attack at any moment anyway. So if your immune system is fucking trash and you don't take care of your body, you're going to succumb to a lot of issues. What do you think diabetes is? That's preventable. That's a major disease that kills a large percentage of the population. 1,800 people every single fucking day die from heart disease. Okay, 30 to 40,000 people a month die from obesity-related issues. These are all preventable, but we don't want to talk about those things. Not all heart disease is preventable. Heart disease is one of those big ones that can be genetic, but fuck, a lot of it isn't genetic. It's environmental. So, not that I don't want people to fucking die, but people do die. This is a circle of life, and it's survival of the fittest. It's natural selection, and it's not me being evil. That's just a fact. So make it harder for you to be selected or unselected, or, make it hard for Mother Nature to be like, oh, well, you're out. It's the fucking ultimate game of duck, duck, goose. Don't be goosed. Don't get goosed. Don't get goose egged. Seriously, take care of your fucking health. It's not rocket science.
Then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
I don't know. No, seriously, this guy was morbidly obese, and it's like, fuck. You read the title of the article, like, oh my God, this guy with 6 kids. Oh my God, I need to get, and then you look at the guy, bro, you're fucking huge. So I was at the DMV for in line for a couple minutes. Everyone, and in Florida, there's no mask mandate and such like that. So everyone's standing there. I think like 95 or 98, 99%, everyone was sitting there in the fucking sun wearing a mask outside because the line went around the plaza. People are obese. Everyone's fucking pale, looking like horrible posture. People are sitting down. They brought chairs and their fat rolls are like hanging over the chairs. I'm just standing there, literally just vomiting inside my own brain. Just people are so fucking sick. So sick. And I'm not saying that to be a mean person, but fuck. All this fear, it's people that are not healthy. We also don't know all the reasons why, but a lot of people have this person got sick with no underlying health conditions. Oh, really? How was their sleep? Did you know that getting like 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night will raise all-cause mortality like a couple 100%? How many people are getting quality sleep every night? How many people actually get in all their how many of these people are getting in beef liver, like grass-fed beef liver every day? How many of these people are exercising and meditating? And how many people are practicing yoga and like... No one. None of these people are taking care of their fucking health. How many people, look, from what you know about the 7 pillars, from what you know, look at the right side of your screen. How many people follow that shit every day? How many people out there follow the shit the way that we do it inside the Swole fam? Guess what? They're in the Swole fam. And yeah, I'm not saying that every healthy person in the fucking country is in the Swole fam. That'd be a huge fucking Swole fam. But not compared to the 350 million people, total population in the United States. Fucking no one. Next to no one. The percentage of people that actually probably nail all the 7 pillars, even if they're not in the Swole fam, probably a fraction of a percent. I would literally, a fraction of a percent. 1 million people in the country, right? Maybe. How many people do you think that actually follow the 7 pillars? Whether they know about the 7 pillars or not. How many people do you think total follow the 7 pillars? Like I said, in the United States, whether they know about it or not. Yeah, I agree with Cerny. Pretty obvious, not too many. I mean, this is just a bullshit. We're just throwing out a fucking number. It's not really going to mean anything. How many? That's what I'm saying. It's not to be mean. It's not to be rude. That's why I'm doing this every day, because I don't want people to fucking die. You can prevent it. Oh, you're going to be safe. Just cover up your fucking face and inject this experimental drug. You'll be better. Get the fuck out of here. Your immune system still sucks. You're still going to go back and eat some Twinkies and Doritos and order some fucking Papa John's and watch fucking Netflix all night and barely sleep and drink fucking sugary coffee the next morning. You're still fucked. You're still fucked. I'll tell you what, you're still fucked, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
We choose truth over facts.
All right, let's take a shit post. We'll only get a couple in here tonight.
What's in the box?
Why do I hate Starbucks? Because Starbucks coffee is literal garbage. Starbucks has the worst fucking coffee. It is awful. It is so fucking bad. It is so fucking bad. That's why I don't like Starbucks. It's absolutely shit fucking coffee. If you actually know good coffee, Starbucks is like laughable. It's laughable. Laughably bad. All right, Diet Culture Rebel from Tampa, Florida. Get the fuck out of my state.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
All right, Bonnie Roney. Bonnie Roney? Bonnie Roney. Bonnie. Oh, she's got some Starbucks. Is that a pink drink, Bonnie? Is it a pink drink? All right. Let's see what this post says. One time I held my breath when I went swimming. Obvi. And came up gasping for air. Another time I restricted my food and ended up binging later. Both times my body was taking care of me.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Mercy.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
One time I held my breath when I was swimming. When swimming, obvi. You can hold your breath other times, I'm sure. You're not really supposed to hold your breath when you go swimming. You're supposed to breathe and just breathe, close your mouth, breathe. And we got swimmers. Like, where's Annika? And came up gasping for air. You're not swimming. You don't know how to swim if you're gasping for air. You don't know how to swim. That's the problem, Bonnie. You don't know how to swim. Another time I restricted my food and ended up binging later. Both times my body was taking care of me. I think you're just a fool and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to swim and you don't know how to eat properly. And that's okay, Bonnie. Check us out, swolenormousx.com. We're here every day. The Daily Swole, we're here every day. And the Swole fam's happy to help you. You're a diet. I don't think you're a diet. This doesn't make you a diet culture rebel. It makes you a moron. But we're happy to help. We're happy to help. We're happy to raise Daily Swole every day, raising IQs.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Yeah, no Congressional Medal of Honor for you. You're not going to be a ping pong champion either. Don't hold your breath on that one. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh my God, I don't want to read that. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna read the caption on that one. No, there's no need to. There's no need to read that caption. It's the same shit. Yeah, I don't even want to. No, because you know why? We got something else. You don't need a caption for that.
What's in the box?
You can't caption that. There's nothing to caption. How are you gonna write 5 paragraphs? There's no caption needed. If you're gonna write something like this, no, you don't get the respect for a caption. No, that doesn't make any sense. All right, but we got something worse. We got another shit post. This one is from, look, it's a repeat offender. This chick is all time. And we've missed her. We've missed her tremendously. Welcome.
What's in the box?
Welcome back, Christy Harrison. Welcome back, Christy Harrison.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
All right, Christy Harrison, MPHRD. RD stands for really dumb. She writes, diet culture claims that eating sugar supposedly increases the risk of developing diabetes, but that's just not borne out by strong evidence.
shampoo my crotch.
What? I'll read that one more time. Diet culture claims that eating sugar supposedly increases the risk of developing diabetes, but that's just not borne out by strong evidence. Diet culture claims. I think eating sugar claims, like people that eat sugar have shown us, and vegetable oils too, not to mention all the other crap that they're eating, it does increase the risk of developing diabetes.
Well, I'll be damned.
You know, when you think you can't get any stupider. Like, I am impressed. I'm not even mad, Christy. I'm really impressed because it's been a while since you've been back on the podcast. And it's like, I'm impressed with your idiocy. I'm impressed. Really, really impressed. This is next level stuff. Right? I mean, come on. Where could you have taken it from everything she's already done? Where could she go from here? But boom, I need that Britney Spears. Oops, Christy did it again. Again. She did it.
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, 1 cross each.
Take 2 crosses, 1 for each of your IQs. Because we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. All right. Fucking Forrest Gump is first in his class. My goodness. Okie dokie. Yeah. Are you talking about type 1 diabetes, Christy? Is that why you didn't specify the type of diabetes? You said developing diabetes. Is that what you're going to play? You're going to play, well, type 2, but I was referring to type 1. It's borne out by not only strong evidence, just by literal, I don't know, what would you call it? What would you call it? Would you call it science?
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Well, Christy, I think you are a complete numbnuts.
Matt Damon.
I don't understand. How are you how do you have you know what? I think we figured it out. So Christy Harrison, MPHRD, that's a master's in public health, and RD, which is really dumb. It's a registered dietitian, but we know those. We know how far that takes people. Master's in public health. This is why over 70% of the population's overweight and obese. And this is why, in my personal opinion, over 90% of the population's unhealthy, at least metabolically unhealthy, right? We almost have 50% of the population's obese, pretty much. Like it's in the high 40s, if not already past 50. So this is what our public health officials have led us to. So I don't think we should be surprised. Just because you put a couple consonants after your name, Christy, that actually reinforces the fact that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? What makes this evil is you're literally spreading lies for whatever fucking reason. I guess you're grifting because the grift is good these days. The coddling's extra good. The compassion. Turn that compassion up to 11. You cunt. You're an idiot. You're so fucking dumb. You might not like what I have to say. You might think I'm a meanie, but you're a fucking moron. I'd rather be mean than be as stupid as you. Wow. Yeah, you don't even deserve my soundboard, Christy. You don't deserve to be on this fucking show. You're exactly why people are dying left and right. Yeah, but we don't talk about people like this that are killing people. We don't talk about all the deaths that are probably happening from reading this type of shit. We allow that. We allow Nico Cotto to eat his fucking face into the ground, and YouTube promotes that and makes millions off ad revenue. We allow this shit. We allow this shit. This is okay. That's all right. That's all right. We don't talk about these. We don't talk about the deaths that come at the hands of all the compassion. Read a history book. Learn something. Learn something. Okay. All right, this is the biggest oxymoron, capitalized moron. This is the biggest oxymoron. And we'll watch a couple of videos and we'll...
What's in the box?
Drop the sack there. All right. How to be a fat ally, an informative thread. So let that sink in for a second. Let that sink in.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her, like a little lady with her legs crossed.
How to be a fat ally. Because that's what I want to be. I don't want to be an ally to anything or anyone. I have severe allergic reactions to that word. How to be a fat ally, an informative thread. Well, my God, that is the farthest thing from the truth. An informative thread, this is not. Shall we continue? Let's do it. Okie dokie. Number 1. Here's how you can be an ally to fat people. And what does that mean? Here's how you bend over and take it in the ass and change your language and do as fat people tell you, because fat people are always right. You're a bad person. You're a mean person because you're part of the patriarchy, the diet culture, and all the whiteness that's taking over the world, all the oppression that's in there. You're keeping people, you're repressing and suppressing. You need to liberate fat people. Just loosen your belt. You'll be fine. Liberate fat people. From where? From where? From their wheelchairs? From McDonald's? From their homes because they can't leave? Oh, we got an article for that in a second. How about this? How about let me have a pause here for a second. All right, now hold on. No, we'll save that. We'll save that. All right, number 1. Here's how you become a fat ally. Don't speak over fat voices. All right, that was nice.
The 3-letter word, jobs. Jobs. I am the danger.
All right, don't speak over fat voices. Jesus Christ. Fat voices are always the most important in the fat liberation movement. Oh my God, I didn't even see this. I said the word liberation. I didn't even focus on that yet. How do I just know what they're going to say. Oh my God. We know what's best, and sometimes that means shut up and listen. So here we go, people. All right? This is the same. This is Marxism. This is communism. This is equal outcome. This is the veil of compassion, which is really evil authoritarian. Do as I fucking say. We want the power. If, let's say, for example, fat people were in power, they would literally send all the fit people to concentration camps. This is how it works. They would start killing off fit people. They're so compassionate. They're so loving. Oh, if you're an ally, if you're with us, you're against us. You're an enemy, you're evil, and you should be stricken from our society. This is literally what it is. Okay? It just seems kind of funny because it's coming from fat people, and the last people you need to be scared from or scared about are fat people. All you have to do is literally mosey away and you'll be fine. Like they're never going to catch you. They can't even fit into a fucking car. They can't get on a plane. Like they're never going to find you. Okay? Just like walk up a flight of stairs and be like, nah, 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 nah. Like that's it. So it's not really like a stressful situation. That's why they're always online, because they can only move their thumbs. Fucking mouth breathers. All right, shut up and listen. No, you shut the fuck up. You shut up and listen. You shut up and listen.
What's your name, fat body?
All right, don't speak over fat voices. I feel like I need the Peter Griffin. All right, number 2, become fat. Holy shit.
Don't forget to wash where the sun don't shine.
You lose. Yo. Become fat. Fat allies are not afraid of gaining weight or being fat. Again, some allies will gain weight to show this. How desperate do you need to be to have friends? If you're so pathetic, so pathetic that you need to gain weight to have friends, wow, you deserve to be fat. You deserve to literally, Mother Nature, natural selection is like, please step right out. Now serving number 65. Now serving 65. Oh, you, sir, that's gaining 20 pounds just to have friends. You step right up to the front of the line. Thank you so much for coming. We'll be with you in a moment. Right in a moment. Just a moment. Just wait right here. Take a number. Fine, gain weight, get fat. If you're doing that on purpose, we won't have to worry about you for too long. It's just the way it is. Natural selection will take care of it. All right. Or the vid, whichever one comes first. Like, same thing. Compliment fat people. Okie dokie.
Go fuck yourself.
Showing fat people love and support comes first. This can be through compliments. Oh, is that how you is that? So, oh my God. Compliment fat people. Number 3, this can be through compliments. Allow myself to introduce myself. Complimenting fat people. Is that how you compliment people? By complimenting them? Showing fat people love and support comes first. This can be through compliments, money, and social media interaction. So you can compliment fat people by giving them money. Yeah? So you just want money. And social media interaction. Well, I'm doing that. I guess I'm a fat ally, fam. I'm interacting. I trust me. Like, I feel the full weight of the internet on this one. I feel it. I feel all of it. This can be through compliments, money. How about go fuck yourself? No. And at least I got 1 out of 3. I am interacting, aren't I? I'm interacting. Fat. Is this part of the same shit thread? The color scheme changed dramatically. Fat people belong. Is this ironic? Because I'm showing the ocean.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
Why would you put this on an ocean background? Are you real? This is like T-ball. This is like bringing like Jose Canseco to a T-ball game. It's like, it's not a fair fight in his prime. Like, we're talking prime Canseco. Why would you put an ocean background? Good Lord. Fat people belong. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. In healthcare. Okay, being in a doctor's office is exactly where if that's what you mean, they're in healthcare. They're not they're working healthcare too, but you mean a patient? Okay. In professional athletics. What?
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
Fat people belong in professional athletics. I don't know. Maybe like the shot put. What athletics? Like bird watching? What professional sport could a fat, like not even curling? I don't know. Chess? Maybe chess. I don't know. Chess burns. I mean, you're utilizing calories or on the runways. Oh God. You have to walk. You have to be able to walk for that. We've seen that with Tess Holiday. She could barely walk up the stairs and she almost broke her fucking ankle in the damn fucking right. In the gym. Can I get a hiya? Fuck yeah. Damn right. You got 1. I agree. Boom. Fat people absolutely do belong in the gym. Good for you. As educators, all right. I thought we were going to get a streak going. I thought we were going to have a streak. I thought we were going to go 2 for 2. All right. Well, you win some, you lose some. Okay. In activism. Yeah, no shit. That doesn't even need any other, don't have to address that at all anymore. In academia, it depends on what you're teaching. I mean, you could be obese and still be intelligent. I don't know, right? Can you be obese and intelligent? Can you? Honestly. Like, can you be obese? Like, very rare, I would say. Because if you're intelligent, you're likely just so logical that you would take care of yourself and not get to that point. It just seems like it'd be very hard to actually trash your body to that extent and still have like a fully functioning, brain. I would say that's more rare, but it's possible. Like academia, okay, maybe like online education, because then you have to actually move to be able to get to the university or something, right? I don't want someone who's like on the brink of death, like educating, me, like terms of that. Like, what are you teaching in academia? What are you teaching? Fat studies? What do we have to study? Not much. Let's look at this picture of a Krispy Kreme donut. Oh, look at that. It looks so juicy and creamy. And look at this. Let's go to a Twinkie. Nice. And look at that Oreo. Oh, you can see how it dunks. Oh, it looks so good. That's really, that's a brutal thread. That's a brutal thread. Fam, it is Feff after all. Let's get some more gorillas. Let's raise the fucking roof. Let's raise the fucking roof. Yeah, they went full retard, but it's Feff after all. Can you blame them? These kind of fat threads, those kinds of fat threads, it's hard to say because those are really troll posts. There's no name or face behind it. When you have someone like Christy or all these other biches, at least they put their face behind it. We can actually, talk about their face. Like, we pull up Christy, we can actually be like, oh, look at you. We can actually address that and, call it out for what it is.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face.
So,
but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Look at her eyes, though.
Do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
Let's do a little ad hominem Friday. Look at that. Look at the eyes. I think her eyes are afraid of each other. I don't know. Like, I don't really know. I'm just like fucking like, just like weird, just bland. Like,
You know the thing about a shark? He's got lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes. Yeah, all right. So, Christy, okay. At least you put your face behind it. And that's why we like to make fun of it so much, because you give us the opportunity. So we appreciate that here at the Daily Swole. We really do. So I do think, honestly, it's important. I do think fat studies are important. I do think we all should be fat allies. Fam, no, seriously. Now hold on. Hear me out. I really don't think that being fat is all that bad. I really don't feel like it is. I feel like you can be fat and healthy. Like at any size. Why not? And I have just the article to show you. I really do. Look, we've been here for a lot of episodes. I'm not yanking your crank. I'm not fluffing your pillow. Not putting fried chicken in your stocking.
What's in the box?
Trust me. Because, fam, my 600-pound life star, Gina Crassley, dies at age 30. Just weeks after revealing she was suffering from a mystery illness. I don't think it's a mystery. That had left her completely immobile. Okay. All right. So, now, fam, let me clarify. She died, so I'm not going to make fun of it in that sense. Okay? I'm not surprised. But this is not a good thing. This is not like, someone died. No, she fucking died. Now, suffering from a mystery illness, methinks it's not that much of I don't think you need to get all Sherlock down here to investigate the situation. Okay? I do not think there's much of a mystery here. Just saying. But let's look into a little bit of this. Yeah, 30 years old. 30 fucking years old. I'm 38. Okay? But I'm the mean one. I'm the mean one that tells you to eat a steak and go to the gym. Oh my God. Sure. 30 fucking years old. So let's see. Let's see. She was thrust into the spotlight last year when she was featured on the 8th season of My 600-Pound Life. Nice job, TLC. I hope that exploitation got you some good ratings. When she first appeared on the show, she weighed over 600 pounds, and she sought the help of weight loss expert Dr. Yunan Nowazadan. During her episode, Gina lost just over 50 pounds. It's progress. However, she revealed on Instagram earlier this year that she had since shed a further 170 pounds. That's a lot. That's fucking great, right? an unidentified illness. All right. So Gina, who featured on the show with her wife, Beth, also revealed on social that she was struggling with an unidentified illness, obviously caused by her horrific lifestyle habits. I mean, you're going to blame this mystery illness? She was fucking 600 pounds. And here's the problem. Just because you lost 200 pounds, you're still 400 fucking pounds. You can't undo all the damage. You can't undo everything. Not everything is reversible. Not everything is reversible. Just because you're losing some weight doesn't mean you can come back from this shit. That's what I'm telling you. You're losing weight. Well, too little, too late, unfortunately. She had not yet received a diagnosis from her condition. What the fuck? A diagnosis? Like for being fucking unhealthy. A diagnosis. So now you're going to blame this on some mystery illness? The chick was 600 pounds. Mystery illness. Okay. Okay. A mystery illness that had required her a mystery illness just weeks after she revealed that she was struggling with a mystery illness that had rendered her completely immobile. Maybe being fucking 400 or 500 pounds was that. Again, not trying to be rude, but what the fuck kind of misdirection is this? Is this TLC's way to try to keep the show going and not take flack for killing people or exploiting people as they're like sick and unhealthy? Okay, she lost some weight, but like her body's been under so much stress. You know how long it takes to get that heavy and how long she was before she made it to a fucking TV show? What's the mystery illness? Give me a break. You mean being like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Sorry, I have to get the whole picture in there. What do you think her mystery illness was? Her death comes just weeks after Gina opened up about her struggle with an unidentified illness that had left her unable to move, battling severe pain in her legs and suffering from numbness in her fingers. What could it be? What could it be? Mystery, fam. It's a mystery. I'm sorry, does it matter? We know what probably caused that. Health at every size. You could be healthy at every size, so it's not her morbid obesity. Even if you lost 200 pounds, you're still morbidly obese. It's not that. It's a mystery unidentified illness. That's what it was. Quote, her greatest passion was dancing. I'm not even going to do it. And she would make up dances with her sister and kids in the neighborhood growing up. She started the dancing has no size limit TikTok trend. Apparently it does. And she dreamed of one day open up a dance studio for special needs children. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Look at that. This is the sad, if not disgusting part of this. Okay? Here, this is real life shit, all right? I'm serious about this. Dancing obviously has a size limit. She proved that. But she dreamed of one day opening up a dance studio for special needs children. So the fact that she trashed her health, TLC exploited it. The fact that she died likely from obviously her lifestyle habits, whatever this mystery illness is. So she wasn't able to actually do what she wanted to do in her life because of what she did to herself. So she could have helped, right? That would have been great. Special needs children would have loved that, wouldn't they? That would have been a great fucking thing. So this is why you take care of your health so you can do the things in your life that you love. So you can pursue your passions. That would have been a great contribution to society. Wouldn't it? That would have been a really nice thing to do. But because you're so fucking unhealthy, you're not able to do that. It's disgusting. I don't know what this weird coating over this mystery illness. Give me a break. It's still sad and disgusting, but it's like, Come on. A mystery illness? In other words, take care of your health so you can do the things you love. You can give back to your community and pursue those things. So she's not able to do that. If you're watching, if you're listening, this is another sign. Take care of yourself, like I always say, so you can do the things that you love for longer. That would have been great for special needs children. So who loses out? The special needs children that would have loved her dance studio. So, yeah. And people have problems, right? People have trauma, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, does it change the outcome? So I know, look, I guess she has, right? You know, you have trauma growing up and you eat yourself and it's like, it doesn't change the outcome. You can't blame. So a lot of people have trauma in this life from their mother, from their father. A lot of people are attacked. A lot of people suffer big time. It's like, it's the outcome is what matters. Like, how do you handle this? Like, how do you, it's just a fucking shame. But it's not even close to surprising. All right. So that being said, let's wrap this fucking shit up. And guess what? This is my last podcast. It's my last podcast. It's my last podcast as a 37-year-old. All right. So we got to finish this. We got to finish strong. We got a couple videos. All right. We got a couple videos still left to play here. We got to go deep. We got to go deep. We are going balls deep. So let's go a little bit extra. Feff is a little bit extra. We got husband thought you were fat, meat consumption, and what is mid-size? Ooh. Let's go in order. Let's do this one first. All right, we got a couple of videos. Hey, Let's see what we got here. In 3, 2, shwam.
This is my husband's reaction to seeing pictures of me at 255 pounds.
I just watched this video and it made me... It kind of made me a little bit mad. But mostly, like, sad. Because, like, if she ever gains weight again, which anybody can gain weight, so if she ever gains weight again, now she's gonna know how her husband feels about that.
Then don't gain weight. Take care of your health. Ladies, if you think just because you get married that you can just let it all go, don't. Yeah, don't. Husbands too. You get married and you let your shit just fucking fall apart. Yeah, you wonder why people start losing interest in one another? Yeah, it's because you fucking give up.
Because he just told her right there. What an insane amount of, like, pressure. Oh my goodness.
Coming from someone who barely has a neck, all right? You look like a potato head. Like your head is literally on top of your... What the fuck is that? I feel like her head is like literally, I could just plop it off like a fucking doll. It literally looks like her head just separates. It's like a head and a chest. Is her head attached to her clavicle? Like, it's right on her sternum. It's a head and a sternum, and she's leaning back. Her posture is atrocious. I think. My God. All right. Aside from that, just my God. But my husband's reaction, yeah. Yeah, most guys aren't attracted to obesity. I'm not. People get out and say like, oh my God, you're upset at someone eating donuts and fat. Like, yeah, I don't find fat people attractive. I find obesity disgusting. I do. You're going to tell me how I should feel? My body, my choice, but not my mind, my choice. I'm going to say it as long as I can say it. Yeah, I think obesity is disgusting. I still value people as individuals, and I am proud and excited to help them lose the weight. And no, your body size doesn't determine your worth as an individual, but it certainly shows how you take care of it and how you respect yourself. And I'm not going to respect someone that doesn't respect themselves. Or themselves.
So is it just me? I find
all right, hold on a second.
Oh my goodness. Also, is it just me? I find it super wild that she's been married to him for however many years, and he's never seen a picture of her when she was fat.
That is weird.
I have so many thoughts about this.
Oh my God, do you? Do you have any do you have so many thoughts, Poindexter? Okay. Yeah, maybe people aren't proud of their obesity pictures. This is why this chick isn't like, this is seeing pictures of me for the first time. Why would she show, here are my old fat pictures? Most people don't like to show them off. It's not like a first date type thing. Hey, look, I used to be huge. Check this out. It's usually not a conversation starter. Plus, it might just be a complete fucking joke. It's a TikTok after all. People act all the time. This is coming from a girl who thinks like every prank video is legit. Oh my God, they just walked up to a random person on the street and stole their purse. Yeah. No one's getting shot for a prank video. Those are all fucking staged. Before you rip her apart, I think she's in a oh, am I being ableist? You think she's in a wheelchair? Maybe. Look, here's the thing. Like, you could be in a wheelchair and still not be intelligent. So what? Here's the thing. If you are actually in a wheelchair, I'm not making fun of it. So what? All right. So what? If we're going to be equal and everyone's going to be equal, then it's equal fun. I can make fun of anyone that I want to. She can make fun of me for having a beard. My beard's not kept. She can make fun of me. You meant about the neck. Whatever. Look, it's okay. Isn't it handicapable? In my experience, people that are handicapped have the best senses of humor because they've been through more shit than the average person and they can take it. That's how you get through life, is with humor. So if you don't have a sense of humor, I don't care what you look like or where you are. I mean, you're going to live a pretty miserable life. Yeah, I don't know, handicapped or not. I don't know. Look, you can be, Stephen Hawking was handicapped and he was pretty damn intelligent. So, all right, let's talk about, here we got some more. All right, here we go. Okay. We have a TikTok where apparently, so if you think putting some consonants after your name, like an MPH or an RD or whatever, LOL, after your name makes you knowledgeable, makes you intelligent, apparently hanging a stethoscope around your neck automatically makes you an expert. So let's look at this train wreck. I just see the thumbnail and it looks like something exactly we're going to love, right? I can make it right. All right, I can't play the sound. I'm not going to need to. So it starts off, meat causes cancer. No, it doesn't. It does not. If you're eating shitty quality meat, if you're burning your meat, if you're drinking processed carbs, we've been over this many times. Any study that shows this, it's either self-reported, the people aren't healthy anyway. They don't isolate for quality foods, for organ meats, for all the other, all the other things that people consume with it, processed sugar. If you're eating meat and the narrative has been demonizing fat for the past 100 years or 60 years, people are also probably smoking, drinking alcohol, eating processed carbohydrates, blah, 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 blah. Not sleeping, right? Because you're eating garbage food. So blah, whatever. So I'm not strong evidence that consuming red meat increases the risk of colorectal cancer. Okay. Cantonese style salted fish increase the risk of nasopharyngeal cancer. Okay. I'll try to avoid the Cantonese style salted fish. It's going to be really hard to resist Cantonese style salted fish. It's going to be really fucking hard. My passion and my cravings for Cantonese style salted fish knows no bounds. And that's really going to set me back. Red meat is what? Is a good source of protein, iron, and other micronutrients. Yeah, pretty much fucking everything, and organ meats and all those things. Okay. For those that consume it, lean rather than fatty cuts are preferred. That's a complete lie. Bottom line is to eat no more than moderate amounts of red meat and limit or avoid completely processed meat. That is true. Avoid completely processed meat. But the other stuff, no. Poultry and fish are valuable substitutes to red meat. They do not, no. Poultry and fish are nowhere close to the same value as red meat. But you can eat them. Are also valuable sources of protein and micronutrients. Okay. That was it? That's all you got? Okie dokie. Boo. Okie dokie. Not even close. Cantonese style salted fish. Miyagi say, don't eat Cantonese style salted fish. Salty fish. Tanya-san, banzai. Okay. Let's follow up with, God, this is propaganda. This is nonsense. You put a stethoscope around your neck and then use an expert. Okie dokie. But Papa Swolio, what about a sphygmomanometer? Wait, hold on a second. Oh, yeah. What's with these like nice glasses? All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but I already know I don't like her face. That probably goes without saying.
Mid-size doesn't mean you wear a size medium.
No shit. Means you are like a mid-size car.
Like small, medium, large are still like straight size.
One you can't spell. It's not Stragit. You forgot the I there. Don't be such a vowelist, okay? Don't be a vowelist. All letters matter. We know that. If we've learned anything recently, if you know anything on the Daily Swole, vowels matter. All of them. All of them. Small, medium, and large are still like straight size. Well, my clothes keep on getting smaller because everyone keeps on getting larger.
I can't get into a large, and I'm barely mid-size.
You can't get into a large. Well then, sounds like that's my problem, apparently. Sounds like it's my fault. I'm waiting for it. It's coming. You're barely a mid-size. As she's eating, if you're just listening, she's just eating a candy bar while she's talking to the camera. Not shocked, not surprised. Mid-size. As if like I'm purchasing an SUV or something. Well, I really like the Kia Sorento, but I was also looking at the 4Runner. Oh, no. Well, Beth over here, she's got 4-wheel drive. Ooh. Biden's trying to put a fucking, Biden's over here trying to sniff her hair and put a breathalyzer in her car, right?
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Yeah. Enjoy your... Biden's trying to put breathalyzers in every single car and record players. So no more Sirius XM, fam. I know, it's a bummer. I know all that satellite radio that people listen to. I know. So now we're going breathalyzers and, we're doing and record players. I was a record player in every new car by 2025 under pressure. No, it's never. Was that it? That was it? That was it? That's it? That's all you're going to do? Mid-size doesn't mean you wear a size medium. It should. But mid-size is a car. MED size means medium. Medium. It's like if you're deaf or something and you can't hear yourself talk for the feedback. Medium. It means medium, MED.
Matt Damon.
Her face is literally my face. That's how I'm thinking. Like, ugh. Get the record player out. We're putting a record player in every fucking car by 2025. Every car will have a record player. I will put a record player in every car. Papa Swolio 2024. We'll do it. I'm spent. Nothing else matters. Oh. That's it. That's all we got, fam. That's all I have to say about that, Janae.
All right, then leave!
Jesus Christ. Okie dokie. Fam, that was an amazing episode. It went deep. It was hard. Just how all you fucking like it.
Make your biggest stickers, here's of this.
I know you liked it. I know you liked it, but it's time. We've gone balls deep, but it's time to pull out. I know. Come on. It is the time for the Swole card. So drop a comment down below. Hashtag Feff. Drop it down below.
Your father was a woman.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right. So it is the Papa Swolio wine mixer, Feff. Feff. Drop in the comments down below. Hit that like button. And remember, fam, head on over to swolenormousx.com for a chance to join the Swole fam we do have that round table that dropped last night, fam. We haven't talked about that, and we kind of touched upon it at the beginning of the episode. Last night's round table was fucking fire. So a round of applause for everyone that was there. It was fucking awesome. Let's get a little round of applause. The round table. It will be available. I'll see about getting that up. Could be up later tonight. We'll see. But it'll be up shortly inside the roundtable section, Swole TV. It was fire. Make sure you can join for the next one. Do not miss out on that. It was great. It was awesome. And we went for like 2 hours, rocked it. So most of you should probably listen to that again. We talked a lot about bulking. We laid some sack on John's chin. And John's gonna be making some sick fucking gains, but it was an awesome, awesome round table. As always, absolutely fire. And yes, it is my birthday tomorrow. Papa Swolio is gonna be 38 years old. I know. Okay. It's all right. It's okay. Yeah, 38. Oh, got me. Another day, a great arm workout to finish out the week. But birthday pumps are the best. Nothing like a delicious birthday pump. That being said, let's wrap this beesh up. It's time for some fucking steak. Drop a hashtag in the comments below. Hashtag Feff. Let's do this. Get it going. Oh. Come on. You fucking beesh. You fucking beeshes. I'm not landing on any Feff. None. Scroll. I'll tell you what. I'm scrolling. None. I'll tell you what. You know what, fam? You know what? Guess what, fam? It just occurred to me. I thought about it last night, but we already had a podcast yesterday. Because yesterday's roundtable was so fucking fire, if you were there, I truly feel that today's Swole card, I think it goes to fucking Pedro for last night's awesome fucking roundtable. Don't you? I didn't land on anyone the first time. It was awesome. We all had an amazing... It's John, yeah, but Pedro was fucking laying down some knowledge cock as well. We were kind of tag teaming. So John, you got to keep on working hard, but Pedro was fucking awesome last night as well. So I saw some of the comments too, but it was fucking awesome. Now the Swole fam comes together. It was absolutely fire. I was dropping sack, Pedro was dropping sack, and of course Tyler was dropping a little sack on there as well. But if you missed it, it was literally from like the conversation. It was literally a masterclass on how to make gains. So that's what the roundtable is. We always call in, right? We had a bunch of people calling. We had Tyler on the stage. It was Pedro, myself, and John talking about how to bulk. And it was literally covered every single aspect. It really covered every single aspect of how to bulk. You know, went over calorie intake, went over supplementation, went over training protocols, mindset, went over Feff. We went over community and people and friends that might be negative or talking shit about you making gains. I can't even go into it right now because I'm about to trigger myself to fucking rage again on bulking, but you've heard me rant and stuff all the time. But it's just so powerful when you hear it from other people besides myself. Like, this is what it takes. This is all it is. It's the application of the 7 pillars, and that's what it's about. That's literally what it's about. It's about actually laying down and executing on these principles. And they're only good ideas if you utilize them. They're only great ideas if you execute on them. It's about blocking out the noise. It's the epitome of Feff. It's about blocking out the noise. It's about putting the blinders on. A lot of people are going to talk shit about your progress. A lot of people are going to talk shit about what you're going after, but you can't give a fuck. That's like the heart and soul of Feff. You can't give a shit about what other people say. If you care about what other people say, you're going to end up miserable and fucking broken because you live your life for other people. You live your life for other people. Is that the life you want to live? Is that the life you want to live? Are you trying to do things in tiptoe because other people are going to perceive you a certain way? That's on you. You are going to be very disappointed, upset, and frustrated, and filled with regret in the future. You don't want that to happen. So last night's masterclass was literally masterclass. Last night's roundtable was literally a fucking masterclass. So let's do this. So everyone, let's do this. I don't know if maybe Pedro's listening to this right now. I think he commented it before. He was like he was texting on YouTube and watching on Rumble or something. Blow him up in the Telegram chat. So just add him in the Telegram chat. Let him know they won today's Swole card. Pedro, my man, make sure you send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1918 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. And that Feff card is going to you because literally all those principles that we hold so dear, that we promote every single day and that we fucking lay on everyone's chins, that's what it's about. And it's one thing to come from me and it's another to come from all of you. And that's what the roundtables are for. And it's awesome to hear people's voices and put voices to the faces and get to know one another and literally drop some Swole Fam sack on everyone's chins. So make sure you don't miss the next one if you missed last night's, but go and drop it. I think Heather posted in the Telegram chat. Everyone, just spam the fucking chat. Spam the fucking chat for Pedro. He deserves it. And of course, we'll be back here tomorrow for 1919 is my birthday. A nice double up. Ooh, it's like I need an X-Files theme. Da-na-na, you know, that's Twilight Zone. But if I do the X-Files theme, I'll probably get flagged for every video. So we'll see. Maybe I can do it. But so tomorrow, 1919, Swole Slut Saturday for Papa's birthday. It's going to be fucking fire. It's going to be lit. And right now, we'll get up that round table so those that missed it can catch it. All right, so let's nut this beesh. Everyone, go and spam Pedro in the Telegram chat. And Falcon, take us away, please. Falcon, thank you. Indeed. Thank you, Falcon. Far too kind. Appreciate it.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
I fart in your general direction.
First, take a big step back and literally
fuck your own face.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown and amuse you?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
How shall we fuck off, oh lord?
You make me happy.
In my head movies. Oh,
make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Don't break an ankle while you're jogging, Joe. You look a little frail. Too much plant protein. Too much soy.
Come on.
You come on, man. Sheesh. So, goodbye, 37. 37 was a good fucking year. It was a good year. Aged to perfection.
He's on fire!
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh, getting better. Oh, gets better with age.
Nothing about a shaggy's got lifeless eyes. Like a dog.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come
The
back up
attacks
again.
on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Shut the fuck up. You should be in fucking jail. All right, fam. Thank you for joining me for 1918 tomorrow. We're going to fucking throw down some nice juicy sack. It is Swole Slut Saturday. You fucking know. Head on over to swolenormousx.com. And tomorrow, if you're ready to upgrade your membership, if you're ready to join the Swole fam, got some big announcements. It's going to be juicy. It's going to be fire. You don't want to miss it. We got the accountability meeting on Monday. We got Ask Papa Swolio on Sunday. And you want to catch that round table. So I'll get right on that, fam. I'll get right on that right now. And I will text you when it's up, fam. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow, 1919. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies.